Hello everybody, it is Liv Rose. Dang, that's the first time I've ever used that intro. Nice. Anyway, it's Liv Rose and welcome back to my YouTube channel where I do many things from voice acting to art to random memes I just post because I can. And today, I'm going to be discussing Object Players, which is a web series that DBC Productions on YouTube, who at the time of this audio recording has 1.2 thousand subscribers, in which he makes an animated show which has inanimate objects on it that range from blocks of cheese to dolls to literal pillows, because who doesn't love pillows? But anyway, I'm going to be talking about one specific thing today, which is a ship, which seems to be canon according to the end of the most recent episode that's come out as of day of this recording, which is episode 3, which, let me just say, amazing episode. In that episode, he had new assets, new voice actors. The voice acting was amazing. The writing was spectacular. Chef's kiss. Moi. Like, dang, it was so good. Anyway, time to stop gloating. And as you guys know, at the end of after the credits, DBC will usually put like a little 30-second scene at the end that if you stay around long enough for the episode, you'll see it. And usually it's something with like lore-based character stuff. I don't know how to phrase it. But yeah. And at the end of the third episode, there was a scene between Dolly and Softball, and it was freaking adorable. Okay, just gonna put this out there. I'm the actor for Dolly. I'm the voice actor for Dolly, and I love voice acting for her. It's so fun, because then I get to be super duper expressive. Anyway, moving past that. But when DBC, handed me the lines and like, here, I need you to do these lines, I was like, okay. I thought they were oddly strange, because usually, you know how Dolly is. If you've seen the show, if you haven't seen the show, then you should be watching the show right now because it's super good and they provide a lot more context to what I'm saying. Okay, back to what I was saying. So, I thought it was weird because she was being like awfully nice to Softball, And if you look at the episode, the scene, assuming that I'm putting the scene in the background, if I'm not, then I'll just explain it. Softball walks up to Dolly and is like, congratulations, Dolly, you did good job today, good job on the immunity card. And they're having a relatively friendly conversation. But Softball's acting kind of oh my god, I'm not even gonna say sus, I'm gonna rather shoot myself. Softball's acting, more shy than usual, as Softball's a very timid and shy character, which I love. Hold on, I just gotta move around real quick. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. I guess that was a bit of a commercial break, if you will. What was I saying again? Oh, yes. Softball's a very, timid and shy and very introverted character. She is such a sweet character. I love her. She's so cool. And, she was acting extremely timid towards Dolly. And if you couldn't tell, she was slightly blushing throughout her conversation with Dolly. And I thought, this is interesting. Is this shipping potential? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And, Dolly was like being relatively nice too. And at the end of the scene, Dolly blushes. And I'm like, ooh. And okay. So I'm just gonna put it out there. I am best friends with DBC, in real life. We hang out together. We're like best friends. I've known him for many, many years. And I actually had a conversation because I help out with the show, like outside of voice acting too. I've been a fan of the show for years, even before it was a technical animation show. And he did tell me whether or not the Dolly X softball was canon. And I'm not going to tell you guys. And if he wants to tell you guys whether or not it's canon in the comments, then he can go ahead and do it. But I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to accidentally spoil something. You know? Anyway, what I want to mainly discuss, well, the meat and potatoes, if you will, of this video, is the potential of them being a couple in the show. See, because if you put two people like that together, I mean, they're only going to make each other better. I feel like softball would help Dolly realize that Dolly's looks and how she portrays herself physically isn't necessarily the most important thing about a person. And I feel like Dolly would help softball, start to open up and come more out of her shell and whatnot. If you're catching my drift. I didn't write a script for this for this video, so I'm just on the fly, because I've been thinking about this, for hours at a time, besides contemplating my existence. So, but for real though, think about it. When you're in a relationship, a romantic relationship at that, you usually make each other better, right? And I did have, one thing I will reveal about one of my conversations with DBC is that both Dolly and Softball are not straight. They're both queer. I don't remember exactly what label they had. I'm not gonna label them because it's not my job and whatnot. But yeah, so there's a possibility there that they'll get together. That's some hope for the shippers. And even if they were to get together, I don't know who would say something first. I feel like Softball would, poke the bear, if you will. I feel like, since Pridey is on Softball's team, Pridey, may sense something on his gaydar or something. Pridey's such a cool character. Oh, I'm rambling. I feel like Pridey would soon pick up on this. Maybe while Dolly and Softball were having their conversations, and maybe Pridey was hiding behind a tree or a bush or something. So Pridey knows. Maybe he'll go talk to Softball hey teammate, I heard about you and Dolly's conversation, and so on. Kind of like a third wheel. I feel like Pridey would be Softball's wingman, if you will. And I feel like it would be good for character development if they were to get together eventually into the series. DBC, I'm making points, you should take notes. But yeah, I think that's all I really have on this topic. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing because I'm almost at 50 subscribers and I at least want to get to 50 by my 1-year channel anniversary, which is in a few months. So yay. Plus I do post other stuff and things related to OP. I post my own art and whatnot. I'm planning on making a video with my original characters, which should be scheduled soon.